pretty much we did it on time this time. And welcome everybody, welcome to Tarot Predictions. For those who don't know me, I'm Rad and I will be your host tonight for the midweek tarot reading for all zodiac signs. Let me shuffle. This time I'm going to use a different deck, guys. I'm going to use a Telema Tarot, that one, with these kind of pictures. It kind of glares a little bit in front of camera, I mean in front of light. So I hope that all of you can actually see what the pictures are showing. And while I'm shuffling, I want to tell you guys again that if you do want a private reading, you can find me at www.tarotpredictions.net, written here in the post. And also you can make a subscription there so you can start receiving personal reports twice per month. Now, there will be only one shuffle. Now, for those who wonder why I shuffle once, let's say that this is a 12 card spread, which each card it is showing for each zodiac sign what they will encounter in the week that is yet to come. So because it's one card draw and I don't tend to bore you to death, guys, watching me shuffling, because when I do shuffle I do refill shuffles, cutting, overhand shuffles, and it takes quite some time. So that being said, let's start with Aries first. So Aries, they got the Ace of Pentacles, and needless to say, now that is a wonderful card, guys. The card basically foresee health, or foretell wealth, health. In relationship, this card shows a certain harmony, success in one business. So for Aries, the midweek or going on from the mid of the week, they should kind of see themselves into a unknown waters. What I mean is that they will feel a home, like very comfortable, executing their own things. Now, what it is with this card, guys, is that you should not be very cocky. What I mean is very harsh. You should not have your ego boosted, nor you should be ignorant to what others have to tell to you. I mean, you need to know that when it comes to relationships, and I'm not talking about only a personal relationship, but also it could be a co-working relationship with some colleagues of yours, you need to kind of like have patience, at least to listen, to show that you care. At the end of the day, what you are going to do after that entirely depends on you, but you need to show to these people that you do care, because this card also shows, guys, that the shared dream can promises great things. So out of somebody else, I can't say a perspective, but a certain opportunity, even a smaller one, can appear in front of you, an opportunity that promises wealth again. Now, for wealth, I want to again stress it to you. For wealth is different for every single one of us. For some people, this is family. For some people, that's money. For some people, it is health. For others, it is love and relationship and these kind of stuff. So as for Aries, this card is signifying wealth. It depends what you need. This is what is going to be given to you at the week that is yet to come. You need someone to love you. Well, you are going to find out that someone that is loving you. You need some finances to meet your expenses. Well, you are going to get those finances. However, again, guys, this card rather implants slow motion, step by step, as it is a earth card. So you need to first focus on your stability and then initiate something rather new on your plate, or kind of like add additional responsibilities, because you don't want to scamper around, don't you? And next one, we go to Taurus. For Taurus, this is the Six of Swords, guys, and that's a typical card where you may find yourself into a very difficult situation, difficult in a sense where you kind of like hesitate where to go from now. That is because most likely either choice of yours, Taurus, is it lies into insecurity and vagueness. What I mean is that you can't actually predict what can happen after you make a certain step, certain choice, or a certain approach. However, this card is a sign that in reality there is nothing for you to be afraid of, because the chances you screwed up are quite minimum. Actually, only new maneuvers here can put your situation back to stir. And with that being said, you have to do something about improving your own personal circumstances. What I mean is that motion right now and decisiveness is what is asked from you. Speaking about career with this card, guys, usually that card comes when a certain party, or there are two parties in your career, in your working place, which are fighting among one another what kind of direction a certain project needs to take, and you have to be a peacemaker with this card. I mean, you need to combine those two forces and try to channel them into a certain direction. If we're talking about your relationship, this card speaks that you need to talk over certain things from the past with your partner, and you need to remind to your partner as well with that card that one relationship should constantly go forward. What I mean is that they shouldn't be agitated about what happened in the past, because past is past, and you and her, or you and he, should focus mainly on the future. Yeah, future is insecure, but that's the thing, it's full of surprises, so you got to kind of like how can I place it in words? You have to encourage them to try something new with you. The next one, that will be Gemini. And I remember that for Gemini, we didn't have a very good reading at the weekly. And now we do have the Five of Pentacles. So Gemini are kind of finding themselves into some very, it's not even a difficult situation, guys. It's kind of like difficulties. And it's not only in one situation, but in multiple fronts for what it seems with this card. And as some interpreters go with that card, saying that this is financial depression. What I mean is financial oppression. You can't meet certain expenses, or well, you may meet your most vital expenses, but probably you want to buy something that you don't have money for, and if you are able to afford it, that would make your life much more easier, and these kind of stuff. Now this kind of stuff that card reflects coming more practical, as with more practical approach into it. That could be afraid of losing your job. This card could reflect also of being left alone in one relationship, but not by being but not through breakup. But for example, your partner could go far away from you, let's say on a work trip, okay? And you may start thinking that they don't count that much on you. You may start thinking that they are not very devoted to the relationship. And these kind of thoughts that bugs you, it is what is going to happen. Now you need to know that the situation with this card, especially the situation, isn't as bad as you make it. And neither your working place is jeopardized, neither your relationship is jeopardized. It's just the times are such that you can't find logical reason why they logical reason, excuse me, that they are solid. You know, maybe you screwed up recently in your career and now you're afraid that you will get fired. Maybe you have screwed up into your relationship and now you're afraid that your partner is going to leave you, but that's ain't going to happen, because either of these sides kind of see a certain potential in you. For example, into your relationship, your partner knows that you can do better, and they will give you the chance if you really agitate and aggravate them. If we're talking about your career, well, everybody makes mistake, and your boss is going to give you a second chance, Gemini. So don't kind of like lose spirit here. Try to be more evaluated emotionally. Try to be more positive about your situation, and you're going to see that things are going to improve quite quickly. Now, for Cancer, we do have the Knight of Cups. That could signify a person coming into your life, especially for ladies. That will be a very gentle heart. That will be a very gentle soul. A male, most likely, that will kind of like have affinity to express emotions, have affinity to connect emotionally with someone. And if you are single, that could very well be your suitor. That could very well be someone that you can flirt with, someone that will really give you attention, someone that will be enthralled by your presence, excuse me. And that being said, you can have quite a lot of fun with this person. It's not even about fun. You need to know that these kind of people, they are very very attached, okay, and they will not gonna let go of you easy if they're attached to you. If that's the case, is what I'm trying to say. That being said, uh, sometimes they could be quite annoying, sending chat messages, calling you on the phone in a most inappropriate time, even though you have warned them not to do so. But they are such people. They want to know that you're close. They want to know that you are at their disposal, or kind of like you are always on the phone line, or at the other side of the text messages, and you're always thinking for them. If this isn't a person, then that card shows, guys, that right now, Cancers, you have to put the maximum potential of work, because right now chances and luck has nothing to do with your success, but only the hard work has something to do with your success, because this person only achieves things through hard work. He doesn't rely on chances. That being said, you have to do the same thing. And if we're talking about your career, for example, you're trying to establish your private business, well, you have to work for it. You can't rely on other people, or you can't rely on that the environment or the situation are going to get better. Yeah, it could go better, but right now you can do something about it, and you need to do it, okay? And also you need to start thinking about, are you throwing everything you got into it? Because some people are going to find out that they can still have what to contribute into either one relationship or into either one career. Either way, guys, you need to know that there is always something that you can do better here, Cancer. And till the end of the week, you will have the opportunity that will not only the opportunity to do better, but also that thing to have results, to not be milder thing, because sometimes even regardless of how much you throw in, you can't pull anything out. That's not going to be the case with you till the end of the week. For Leo, wow, look at that, Leo. We do have the Two of Cups. So those Leos who are looking for love, or those Leos who are having difficulties into their relationship, very positive omen. It is because those who are single, that card is a sign of a meeting of someone that will really reignite your emotions within. I mean, even if you have lost, what is the word here? Uh, you have lost hope that you can fall in love again. Well, then guess again. You are about to meet someone that can very well make you fall in love with them. And for those who do have difficulties into one relationship, for the sake of the two parties feeling better and feeling more emotionally evaluated, the difficulties are going to be dropped off. I mean, the problems will be solved. There will be forgiveness in between the two parties, and also there will be kind of like compromises for the best of the relationship. Talking about career till the rest of the week, Leo, you are about to enjoy quite a good environment into your working place. Your colleagues will treat you with respect. They're going to treat you with kindness. Your boss is going to be unusually kind to you. And also that card speaks that someone may try to make contact with you. That could be a proposition for a new job, or a proposition for a promotion, or a certain proposition for a side job, guys. So open your eyes and ears, it is what I want to say. Next one is Virgo. Virgo, for you, we do have the Ace of Cups and another card of a flawless emotional state. But this one here, it is for in general love, for the love of life, if you want to say it that way. That card usually signifies, Virgos, impending change that is going to make all of your difficulties irrelevant, because whatever you are coping with right now doesn't have any meaning for you as when that change hits you. It's going to basically convert your life for the much better than it is right now. That could be a message that you're waiting for. That could be a sudden luck that you will have. It could be also a lottery win. It will differ for every single one of you, but this card is generally accepted as yes to everything that you're trying to do. So if you're thinking that you want to be with someone right now, then this card is a positive sign. This card says yes, you gotta go there and try, because you are about to see that he or she ain't gonna pull back as much as you think. They're not gonna give you that much hard time than you think. And if we're talking about your career, guys, this card shows that whatever you are given this week to work on is going to give you tremendous pleasure. You're about to see how it unfolds, and you'll be very, very proud of the work put it in, because you will throw all of your heart into it. And when one do that thing, well, the project or the activity, the deed is doomed to succeed. The next one, that will be Libra. And for Libra, we do have the Tower card. You Libras have to be very careful. This card could either go in a very negative or in a very positive way. Now that depends on your personal situation, but what the cards is showing, that something is going to revolt, something is going to completely shift and change in a way that it will be unrecognizable for you. Your life basically at a certain extent, in a certain field or area, is going to shift, but it's going to shift through destruction. And that destruction, you should not accept the word destruction literally, that something is going to break, is going to go into ruin, it's going to disintegrate, and is going to be annihilated. No. This card shows that your perspective rather is going to crash. Let's say that you think that you are unbreakable in regards to other people. What I mean is that no one can make you have a crush, okay? No one is good enough for you, for example, to be in a relationship around you, what I mean. And till the end of the week, someone of your friends or someone of your knownness, someone of the people that is around you will prove you wrong. Someone will prove you that they're worthy to be with you, for example. It couldn't go that way. I also said once or multiple times that many times that comes as unexpected pregnancy. This is also something that makes you start thinking in a brand new way. It traverses your life completely. It turns it upside down. It doesn't have to be in a negative side, guys. Some of you may accept that news with extreme pleasure, extreme satisfaction, but again, it will require from you to change your habits. It will require from you to change your lifestyle. And it could also, it does depend on your personal situation, what will be the magnitude of the card. It could be something very small, as an innocent lie that is going to shift your perspective to a certain person, or it could be something bad as a car crash. It could be something bad as a, for example, conflagration in your home. So you need to be very careful, Libra. If I can say, now it comes to my mind, try to restrict yourself from some very violent sports, for example, skiing, or crushing cards, Carmageddon, I think it's called, and these kind of stuff. I mean, try to avoid everything that can cause injuries, because this card could also sometimes mean injury. So be very, very careful. Scorpios, for you guys, we do have the Six of Wands, and I'm quite pleased seeing that card. It does seems that we're going to be on a fire till the rest of the week with our job, with our relationship. This card speaks for a peak of experience. You want to get promoted, you will not gonna find a better time to do so. You want to reach a certain achievement, well, same thing. It's basically, this card is the peak of unfoldment, the peak of success, personal recognitions, guys, rewards, help that is coming in your way, being in a leadership position, being the one who dictates the rules into one relationship, being the one in the center of the attention in your social circle, you name it. It is basically a card saying that you need to be a little bit more cocky than usual, and you need to show yourself in front of the world, which means that you gotta step in front of the spotlights. You need to allow people to see you, especially talking about career here. If you want to have more opportunities, you need to make the world aware of you, and that will happen by not being shy to say your name, by not being shy to say, yes, I did that, it is for my credit. Know that the credit will be denied from you, but sometimes if you don't ask for it, people may tend to keep it silent. So I suggest you every time you do something till the rest of the week, try to ask for a credit, because credit will be given, and with the credit comes the rewards, guys, and the rewards, it is what you're going to have. So very flawless for Scorpio. If you do have projects that you are running, it does seem that they will be marked with their quite good success by the end of the week, guys, or at least they will not be finalized. Okay, this isn't the card of finalization. No, it's a card of a job well done, exceptional job, yet it's still a certain work remains to be done after the effect of the card is gone. However, the amount of work you did and the quality of it is above exceptional till that time, so you could be quite proud of what you have achieved. And if you are single, guys, that card shows that you are about to attract quite, and I mean quite, a lot of its attention. The problem with it is that people will think that they are not worthy for you, or kind of like that you are uh, way too high level for them, if I can express myself that way. And that being said, if you spot someone that really catches your eye, you have to be the one who approaches it rather than to wait for them. And it doesn't matter are you are a man or a woman or whatever, you need to be the one who makes the first step toward these people. Now, for Sagittarius, we do have the Hierophant card. So guys, the week till the rest, it cannot go any more ordinary than that. Everything will go according to plan. If you do have any issues, guys, it is nothing that haven't been calculated in the past. That being said, if you have those difficulties, you can just revisit back your plan, you can revisit back your actions, and you're about to find the resolution of your difficulties. Talking about your career here, this card shows that till the rest of the week, you shouldn't be the one chasing monetary success. You should be the one who does the job for the sake of the job. The monetary success is gonna find you alone. Talking about your relationship, Sagittarius, is this card shows that you're about to find kind of a little bit different meaning of the word love. You're about to realize, guys, that love is founded on trust. And if you don't have trust in your partner, no matter how much you love them, you cannot be in a relationship with them. That being said, you have to try to earn the unconditional trust of your partner, and you have to ask yourself till the rest of the week, do you trust your partner unconditionally? And if you don't, I strongly suggest you with this card to sit down with your partner on the table and start talking about what bothers you and why you have doubts in them. And through these conversations, guys, I think that the picture will become much more clearer to you, and you will not abandon that relationship. Just on the contrary, you are about to consolidate it. So you shouldn't be afraid to ask uncomfortable questions here. So the next, wow, Capricorns, Ten of Swords. uh, Capricorns, you have to be careful, basically, especially job wise, guys. Don't be way too harsh and don't be way too hasty, don't be way too judgmental, especially if you are an employee, because you can piss your employer and your employer could fire you. So just better keep your mouth shut till the rest of the week. That is the best thing you can do here. And if you know some surreptitious information here, it is better not share it. Don't try to, how can I place it in words, don't try to suppress your supervisor, don't, or your boss. Don't try to pull out a certain leverage toward them, because they do have a bigger one, and you will find yourself into a very, very unfortunate and handicapped situation against them, and virtually you will leave them no chance but to basically kick you off. This is as far as it goes into career. And also you need to be very careful how you attend to your projects, because this card could implant failure. So if you can postpone the finalization of your projects and of your responsibilities for the next week, that will be strongly advisable, guys, with this card coming up. Okay, talking about your relationship here, with this card, I would strongly suggest you to withdraw till the rest of the week. Try to spend the time alone, because with your partner there will be way too much tension in between you two that the relationship could break. And if you cannot spend the time outside of the relationship, guys, you should put as much effort as possible not to pay attention to their stupidity, to your partner stupidity. You know, you need to be a little bit more repartee about the situation. You need to look at the arguments and the fights with a little bit more sense of humor, if I can say it that way, because it's quite of a threat here, and you have a lot to lose with the Ten of Swords. And that I hope that you don't. How can I place it in words? I hope that you don't go ahead of yourself, guys. I hope that you really clinch on the logic here and do the things that will benefit you the most, not acting from emotions but from logic. Uh, what if you are single? Well, if you are single, that card could signify denial. If you're trying to be with someone, they will deny you, but not permanently, temporarily. And it very well may be because they do have something very important to do right now. It is best not to approach anyone that is in a love interest of you, because they may just be a little bit more aggressive than usual and a little bit more harsh, and that will additionally pull you away, and after that you may lose interest against them. So be careful with that. The next one, that will be Aquarius, and for Aquarius we do have the King of Wands. So Aquarius says that could be a man or a person. It may not be a man, it could be a woman, but a person in your life, most likely career orientated, someone that is keeping the positive mood into the career place, and someone that is constantly encouraging you to take on new things, to improve your performance, basically to lift your standards, guys. And also could be that in your social circle, someone that is urging you to lift your standard. But that card, if it isn't a man, if it isn't a person, it is a challenge. Okay, you need to constantly put challenges in front of yourself, and those challenges needs to be hard to be solved mentally. What I mean is that the solution shouldn't be obvious at the start, because only those challenges will matter for your taste. Only those challenges will really give you the rewards that will satisfy you inwardly. That being said, this card is also a sign that, well, till the rest of the week, guys, even if you have to do something important, you kind of make the others to do it for you. This card is, as I said, this card is also an advisor for that. You know, sometimes you can let someone else to do the dirty job, and this is what the card is telling to us. The card also may mean that you have to spend some time among nature in a small town, just so you can you know, get rid of the stress from the big city, if I can say that way. Last but not least, we are going to Pisces, and for Pisces that will be the Two of Wands. So Pisces, that could be quite of a broad card. What I mean is that it basically reflects, guys, for a new fields of conquering. However, those fields are yet to be analyzed. That being said, it is the very initial step of realization or an insight that you can be much more successful in a different job. It could be a realization or an insight that you are not happy with the person that you are with, or it could be a realization that you are very happy with the person that you are with and you want to do something about it. Whatever it is, this is about expanding of life. Okay, it's about your whole is going to expand. You're going to add new things in your life, and if your life it's boredom till now, well, wait for a couple of weeks just so you can see what will become of it. It will be so dynamic, you can't believe it. Now, this card is also kind of a warning not to be way too aggressive and not to be way too impatient, because in existing career, this card comes as someone that wants something right now in this very moment and to happen in a certain way as they want it. Well, this is only if you own the business. That can happen literally only if you own the business. So again, if you are an employee, you have to be a little bit more patient, and you need to be a little bit more calculative about how you present yourself in front of others, because that can play you a bad joke. What I mean is that you will have doors, excuse me, open for you, Pisces, and by irradical some radical, excuse me, actions of yours, just because you want it right now, you may slam those doors in front of your nose. So you have to be a little bit more patient. And same goes for your career. Try not to oppress your partner, because this is what the card is showing. Because you want that relationship to expand so badly that you are basically stifle your partner. You are hunching them uh, with oppressions, and they may not be able to endure, just so you know. So you have to be a little bit more um, calculative again, and a little bit more subtle about your approach, a little bit more repartee about your approach, okay? Because otherwise you may risk that will retaliate to you. I mean, the aggression that you do have, the impatience, may retaliate to you, and you're not gonna like what you're going to see. But nonetheless, that card is showing, guys, that you need to you need to start thinking about how you can lift your standards, okay? How you can be better in performance, or where, in what field you can give better performance. So as I said, promotion or a new job, you may realize that you can be so much better in a different place. You can be so much more in a different place, and that card doesn't show that you're gonna take that place right now, but at least the insight that you need a different place is there, and that's the first step of making changes. Okay, so that was the reading for the midweek, guys, and I hope it is helpful to you. And if you like the video, please like it and share it so it can help to more people. And again, if you do want a private reading with me, guys, you can always find me at www.tarotpredictions.net, which is written here in the post. And at the website, you can also make a subscription to receive monthly. It's not monthly, but a report twice per week, twice per month, excuse me. So basically every month you will have 2 personal readings, either recorded or in or live. And so that was it for tonight. Thank you all for watching. It was a pleasure for me to be your host, and we are going to see each other, guys, next time. Bye.